Darts Nutz. I'm going to review a special set of darts here. These are the darts that we've had made in association with Dart for the Darts Forum. They're our Darts Nutz dart. As you can see, it's got our forum address on the packaging and our new logo, the little acorn with the DN symbol. At present we only had 50 sets of these made, so it's a limited edition. They're a 90% tungsten dart, 24 grams, and each dart has been numbered 1 to 50. So quite a special dart at the moment. You've got your 3 barrels and you've got your 3 standard shape Darts Nutz flights, and you've got Dart plastic case. Comes with medium plastic stems, point protector. I do like the packaging, they've done a really good job of that. And the darts are selling for £24.99 plus whatever the postage and packaging is. This particular set is set number 1, and we will have a raffle for this particular set, so it's well worth entering to try and win that set. As you can see, it's a straight barrel dart and it has a rather nice grip to it. It's a mini shark grip with a combination of rings and grooves. I'll put a close up of the dart now so you can have a good look at it. Okay, here's the close look at the 24 gram Darts Nutz dart. As you can see, it's got a short bull nose, and then it's got a combination of a razor style grip with grooves and rings, and then it moves into a section of mini shark grip, and then you've got another combination of rings and grooves, and then you've got another mini shark grip section, and then another combo of rings and grooves with another mini shark grip section, and then on the rear of the barrel you've got the Darts Nutz logo, and on the back you can see where it's etched number 1 out of 50 sets. Like I said, at the moment it's only 50 sets that have been made, and there's only going to be the first 50 sets that are numbered. If we get any more made, then the rest will just have the Darts Nutz logo, but they won't have the numbering on, and there's only a few sets left to buy. So if you want a set, you're going to have to get in touch on the forum, dartsnutz.net. They're £24.99, and if you're in the UK the postage will be £2.50. If you're overseas the postage will be £4.99. It's a fairly grippy barrel. It's probably just borderline between high medium and a high level grip. Some people might think it's high, but I think it's kind of in between. But the good thing is you've got plenty of sections here where you can grip the dart. You've got like the mini shark grip at the front, and then you could even grip on the rings or any of the other sections of shark grip. We were going to have grip on the rear of the barrel, but because we wanted to have the logo on, we decided not to do that. So if you like to grip at the very rear of the barrel, then you're out of luck in regards of gripping. But for most people you should be well catered for with the rest of the barrel. And then you've got your medium plastic stems and dartsnutz.net flights. As usual, Dart do a great job of the flights. high quality print on the flights. I'll just let you have a look at the barrels and then I'll put a detailed close-up of all the measurements. Right, this one is quite a complicated one to measure, so I've simplified the measurements a little bit. Anyway, the point is 27mm. The bullnose section has a slight taper at the front of 2mm, and then there's a smooth section with a shark grip and a groove, which is 5mm before it goes into the mini shark grip of 6mm. Then there's another section of smooth rings and grooves and another shark grip with a groove, and that's 7.1mm, and then there's another mini shark grip of 6mm, and then there's another similar section as before of 7.1mm, and another mini shark grip section of 6mm, and then there's a smooth section at the back with the logo, which tapers slightly at the very end of the barrel, which is 9mm wide, and the overall length is 48.2mm and the width is 6.8mm. Okay, then let's have a look at the darts. We'll measure the length of the barrels and the width. I did design the barrels, so this should be 48mm or close to that. Yeah, that's 48.2, so depends on, yeah, 48.2, so it's really close to the design that I asked for. I didn't want the barrels to be too thin. I really don't like barrels that are too thin, but it doesn't really bother me too much, but I like to have something that I can feel in my fingers, so I wanted them to be around 6.7, but I also wanted the mini shark grip to be slightly indented, so it was kind of a bit like a scallop. So that is the mini shark grip, and that's 6.65, and the rings are 6.78, so it's nearly 6.8. So the mini shark grip sections are kind of indented slightly, so it's very hard to notice unless you look at the barrel, but it gives it that little bit of extra grip, and I think it's turned out quite well, to be honest. So you've got the mini shark grip at 6.6 and the ring sections at close to 6.8, and then the rear section, it should be more or less the same until it tapers at the very end, so it's 6.8 nearly. So they've done that very close to the actual measurements that are specified in the design, so that's pretty good, and I'm well pleased with that. Just clean this a little bit. So I did ask for them to be 24 grams, or as close as possible to 24 grams. So that's 24.22 grams. Now, considering there's a lot of cuts in this, then it's pretty good that they get them close to that. That's 24.1. And that's 24.2, so is that pretty close, that. And the whole setup as it comes is 25.9. So we'll just try the balance point now. It should be close to the centre because it's quite an even weighted, even thickness barrel. See, that's about level there. I think it's just slightly front of centre there, not much, so hopefully it'll move towards the centre with the shafts and the flights fitted. So I reckon it's going to be just, yeah, just moves that little bit extra. I'd say that's pretty much the middle of the barrel, that. So I'm not going to throw this particular set because this is going to be for a raffle, but I will throw the set that I'll be keeping for myself, which is set number 25. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Alright, I'm just going to have a few throws with the Nutz dart. I'm using my own set, which is set number 25, because I'm keeping set number 1 for our prize raffle. Not sure when that'll be like, but it should be fairly soon. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Like I said, I'm just holding the dart on that front section of mini shark grip. Plenty of grip there. I don't think it's too aggressive. But the nice thing with these darts is it's got quite a few sections of grip. So you've got like the 3 main mini shark grip sections, and then you've also got like this ring and shark grip combination. So you've got a few areas what you can use as datum points on the barrel, but it feels just right there for me, holding it on that front bit. I think with the length of the barrels being 48mm, which is what I asked for, it's just the right length for me, so they're nicely balanced with my front grip. And they fly quite nice actually. Turned out a lot better than I was expecting they would. Yeah, I think they fly quite well through the air. It's nice and stable in flight, but like I said, it's probably because I base the barrel on my own preferences, but with the medium and standard flights it's usually a setup I use anyway. But also I didn't want the points to be too long. That's something that I'm not normally keen on, but the fly nice. The grip it's fairly grippy. Yeah. Some people might find it's a little bit over grippy, but I think after you've used the darts for a while the grip might soften a little, but I wouldn't say it was too aggressive. I think it's just about the right level for most people. Right through the air, the darts are not too bad with my loopy throw. I think with the barrels only being about 48mm, they're just about looping just enough with my natural throw. But as usual with a straight barrel dart, they probably work better with a flatter throw. But still seem quite nicely flighted for me. Well, not landing as tail up as what some darts normally do, but that doesn't really matter so much. Well, there you go. That's the Nutz darts, limited to 50 sets at the moment, and most of the sets, apart from a couple, have been bought. But hopefully we'll get some more in the future. But only the first 50 sets will have the numbered 1 to 50 on the barrels, and set number 1 will be put up for a raffle on the forum. Hopefully I'll do that quite soon, but I'm really pleased with the darts. They've come out far better than I thought they were going to be, and the grip is, well, it's just spot on for me. I really like the grip, and the weight of the dart, it just feels just nice just as I'm throwing it, and the darts are very stable in flight, which is a good thing, especially for me. So there you go. That's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.
Here come the nights, looking so good. He makes me feel like no one else could. He knows what I want, he's got what I need. He's always there if I need some speed. Here come the nights, it's understood. Here come the nights, they make me feel so good. I'd be just like him if I only could. You know you should meet the man gonna help you